Okay, I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting, or about fasting. There are several different types of fasting that are used a lot amongst people. A lot of people fast. They fast for religious reasons. People fast for different health benefits. Some of the types of fasting are intermittent fasting. We have OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. We have the 5 and 2 diet, which is 5 days of fasting and 2 days of eating whatever diet plan that you're on. And during those 2 days, you want to make sure that you are eating good, nutritious meals. Also, we have alternate day fasting. And then the most popular is daily time restricted fasting, which is where you will be doing intermittent fasting. You will be eating during a certain time period, and you will be fasting at a certain time period. The most popular one of the time restricted fasting is the 16 and 8 regimen. That means that for 16 hours you will fast, and during this time you are allowed certain liquids that you can drink, like water, tea, broth, sparkling water, some things of that nature. And then during your eating window, which would be the 8 hour, this is when you would have your 2 meals, your 1 meal, or if you have to have your 3 meals, you want to keep them condensed within this time frame when you are eating. Now, intermittent fasting is exactly what it says it is. It's a pattern of when you eat and when you do not eat. Now, you will choose the hours that work best for you and that work best for your schedule, for your lifestyle. You'll have to choose the hours for your intermittent fasting schedule. And what you want to do is listen to your body. A lot of people don't realize it, but you already intermittent fast. You intermittent fast every night when you go to sleep and you're not eating during that time. You're intermittent fasting. And you break your fast the next morning when you have your breakfast. Just like it says, breakfast, break, fast. That's why some people call it break fast and some people call it breakfast. But the easiest way to get into your intermittent fasting is to combine it with your sleeping hours. If you sleep for 8 hours, then you want to, and say you stop eating around 6 or 7, and you have breakfast at 7 o'clock. Start pushing your breakfast back an hour. Say don't eat until 8. But keep pushing it back until you get to maybe not eating for 16 hours until you reach your goal. That is what you want to do. Intermittent fasting can be on any schedule that you would like it to be on. You can do 12-12, you can do 10-14, 16-8, 18-6, 20-4. Whatever works best for you. Set up your intermittent fasting schedule. Intermittent fasting has some great benefits. As far as myself, I use intermittent fasting. It helps lower my blood pressure. It's helped me to lose weight. It lowers your cholesterol. It also helps you control diabetes if you have diabetes. And if you're pre-diabetic, it can turn those numbers around where you are not pre-diabetic. Also, it improves your memory, Alzheimer's. If you have the beginnings of memory problems, do the ketogenic diet. It helps your brain health also, just like it helps you physically get healthy. When you are using intermittent fasting, you want to make sure that you are putting in enough hours where you're fasting, because what you're doing is you're starving your body, you're tricking your body into thinking that it's starving long enough so that it will start burning fat. This is the purpose of doing intermittent fasting. A lot of people don't know, but every time you eat food or take a bite of something, you raise your glucose. And then after you raise your glucose, the glucose, it goes through your intestinal wall and gets into your bloodstream. And when it's in your bloodstream, then it is going out to your organs. And once it gets to your organs and in your bloodstream, this serves as your major source of energy. Your body prefers glucose as its main source of energy. But you can lose stored fat. If you're not eating anything, your body will switch over and you can use the stored fat, which are your ketones. And that is when you will start losing weight. Excess glucose, that is stored in your liver and it's stored in your fat tissues, your adipose tissues, as glycogen and as fats. And so in between meals, your insulin is low. In a fasted state, your insulin is low. Whenever you eat, your insulin rises. So remember that every time you eat, your insulin is going to rise. If you are inactive and you're not exercising, or you're the type of person that sits a lot, you're not doing very much, it's going to take you anywhere from 10 to 12 hours to use up your glycogen daily, your glycogen stores. But if you're an active person, you exercise, you can do it in a much shorter time. When I was much bigger, I used to get up early in the morning and exercise, or at least get on the treadmill, do some weightlifting, that type of thing. And I would do it in a fasted state because it burned more fat. It also made me feel better. I got a good sweat in. I enjoyed my workout, and I knew that I was going to see results. Exercising in a fasted state is good for you, but if you start feeling queasy to your stomach or anything, make sure that you put something in your stomach to eat. Some people use protein bars and different things like that. I say eat you something that has protein in it that's going to help you and make you feel better. There are times when you're possibly going to feel hangry when you are intermittent fasting. I want to say that if you get like that or in that way, go ahead and break your fast. However, when you break your fast anytime, make sure that you are not overloading yourself on food for your first meal, and also that you're eating something good and nutritious. You want to break your fast by eating a good healthy protein along with some good vegetables, and you can even add in some really good fruits to this. So I guess it's about that time, you guys, to end my intermittent fasting. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that way that you don't miss any videos that I share. Also, make sure that you like, comment, and I'll see you next time. Later.